Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason and Elgn.
Yo, toys, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves.
Chocolate chip cookies.
One of the classic cookies. We're also here to talk about toy collecting. That's right. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. If this is your first time listening to us or watching us live on YouTube every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not new, Elgin's a different angle. It's all weird. It's throwing everything off. I'm just kidding. No, everything's the same.
This is how I always sit, leaning over, lording over my toys.
Oh, yeah. It
turns out technical difficulties.
Turns out that first bike ride of the season, she doesn't always start up like she did when you put her away. I'll tell you that.
When you hit that patch of gravel, you go.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We certainly appreciate you being here. You're also going to learn soon enough we are not toy experts. Oh, no, we're just toy enthusiasts. Right. So we're not going to get all the details right, and that's okay. We're all friends here.
Exactly. Before we jump into today's episode, we've got something exciting to tell you about. That's our Patreon and YouTube community, The Core. When you enlist in The Core, that's the Cracktastic organization of retro plastic specialists, you unlock a treasure trove of exclusive perks made just for hardcore collectors like you. You get bonus episodes, shoutouts, early access plus, and exclusive chat with us and the other Core members. So don't wait, enlist in The Core today. Just go to enlistinthecore.com to help support the show.
This week on Cracktastic Plastic, Elgn and I fire up the engines and hit the open road as we dive into motorcycle action figures. The toys that proved 2 wheels were always cooler than 4. From leather-clad loners to fully geared up heroes and villains, we're pulling bikes and riders straight from our collections and talking about what makes a great motorcycle toy actually ride. Exactly. We may or may not reveal that we're part of a very exclusive and extremely imaginary motorcycle gang. Jackets, attitude, and all held together by plastic, nostalgia, and questionable sound effects. So grab your helmet, kickstand your worries, and cruise with us through a toy aisle where the engines are loud and the figures are poseable.
Yep. Sons of Eternia Motorcycle Club.
Oh, I want that jacket. Let's do it.
That would be, it'd be dope.
That'd be pretty bad.
That's the one when I did. I used to do those pictures of the motorcycle gang stuff for Eternia. And I was like, well, I just finished watching Sons of Anarchy. I was like, it's got to be Sons of Eternia MC. That's what's,
Oh, it's perfect. Let's do it.
But yeah.
Oh man. And then later in the show, Elgin's going to take us on a tour of a toy store. Oh man, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be super cool. It'll
be rad.
And we're using all motorcycle cool slang words today.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know any of them, so I'm going to learn them from Elgn.
Right. Let me get my switchblade out and harass shopkeepers. I think that's what they do.
Well, you can harass us on all our social media platforms, including Patreon, and those links can be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They also have an armory there where you can, get those leather jackets and the bandanas and all that cool stuff, and some toy accurate 3D printed weaponry,
leather jackets with Eternia patches.
Yes, and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. And we also do have a monthly contest that Elgin's going to tell you all about right now.
So every month we post something to our social media pages for you guys to comment on. And then at the end of the month, we'll pick our favorite comment and then send you a $5 coupon to toyhacks.com. So be sure to check every day to see if we posted anything for you guys to comment on. And then we will pick our most favoriteest one and send you that coupon. So check it out.
That's right. That's right. And speaking of comments, head over to the chat now. See what's happening there. We got, yes, Bill. Wildest Bill Fisher. He says, hello. Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? The real Deltoid. That's right. I remember you. Of course. You all stopped by my unbox with me's. We got that word I can't say on the internet. Just kidding. And then we got, hey, look at that. It's Mike Ward all the way from Iowa, Elgin. He's in freaking Iowa today.
What? He's not here?
I know. It's for a funeral, so it's the wrong. But hey, welcome to Iowa. And hey guys, yo toys, he says.
Yo toys.
Gonna see that guy on Sunday. It's gonna be cool.
Sweet.
Carla says hello. All right. Well,
hello.
Hi there. All right. Deep breaths. All right. It's that time. It's that time again. That's right. Let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
Oh, yeah. Hey, Elgin.
Hey, Jason.
What toys have you picked up lately?
Oh, just a few things. I don't know if you know this, but I collect Masters of the Universe toys. It's weird. I know.
Not very often.
Yeah. Been working on some cartoon collection figures lately and opened a couple good ones here. At least I think so in my mind. We got, of course, translucent Skeletor here. That's right. Yeah. It's the one where he disappears. He puts on a little helmet. I had it around here. A pile of stuff here. But he's all translucent. Where'd that go? Oh, there it is. He puts on this little helmet. And then it doesn't really stay on his head, which is kind of a shame. Puts that on, and then he disappears. He turns invisible in the episode. The reason why he has this Orko cloak on him is because that's how He-Man discovers him. He throws Orko's cloak on him, and then he's like, "Oh, there he is!" And then he takes off his helmet and becomes visible. But we do get this kind of translucent yellow face as well. His like scared look, face.
Yeah.
And you can take this off, and he has a second face. I put this one because it was better, so you can basically take that face off.
Wow.
This is what he looks like without his face. Kind of nightmare fuel there.
Yeah.
And then you can put like on his regular face. Whoop, if I don't drop it.
Oh, classic.
And you get to stick that on instead. Mm-hmm. I usually just keep the scared one because he has Orko's cloak on already. So that's what would be his reaction. This thing. There we go. So I'll just put that back on. Push that back on his face.
So cool.
He does come with a Havoc staff as well. It's kind of translucent-y as well. Look at that.
Love it.
Yeah. Translucent Skeletor, I guess. And like it's like that John Cena that they put out a while back where he's like all translucent.
Except more evil.
Exactly. Well,
or is it?
Well. And then another cartoon collection one. We got this web store. He looks awesome. Looks very much like the cartoon, especially with that head sculpt. And he does have a different kind of grappling hook system. This has like a flywheel on the back, and you just turn that to like bring his little harpoon thing, grappling hook up. And that's a different color as well. It's kind of this orangish color. But all the rope is inside that backpack now, instead of like
Good.
just strung all the way through,
Loose.
which makes a lot more sense. And he's a kind of a little darker purple as well. But that head sculpt looks pretty good for that cartoon version of him.
Elgin.
Yes.
I thought when Cartoon Collection came out, you were like poo-pooing it. Oh, you do remember. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know me.
It just takes a couple and you're like, okay, these are pretty
I have to see him in person. Like seeing that in person was like, okay, that makes it, well, it's a lot better. And translucent, how can you not buy something that's translucent?
Oh, yeah, no matter what it is.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And last, we have the Mattel Creations exclusive figure Stondar. I just opened this today for today's Motu Monday episode on YouTube. Check out our full playlist over there on YouTube. Every Monday, there's a new Motu figure out there. Tons of videos. Check out the live unboxings that Jason does over there as well. If you hit subscribe, you'll be notified, of course. But yeah, this continues on. So I didn't realize that it was 2 years ago that they put out Rock On.
It's been 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost to the day. I did the review of it, which was named the worst exclusive ever ?
I do. Yeah.
This one's a little better. I rewatched that video because I was like, man, I was pretty mean on that. And the biggest complaint was on the side of that Rock On. It was like a different color. So when you had him folded down, you could still see all that color. So it doesn't look like he was a rock. And his butt was like more exposed. At least with this one.
Normally a good thing. Yeah, but not this time.
Yeah. They've kind of fixed that a little bit more. There's still, that. But like I said on the video and other videos before, is that the vintage one is all one piece. It's just one solid piece, which makes it easier to fold them back and fit together because they are one solid piece. I think, at most times you want articulation in Origins figures. I think in this case is the one time you don't want articulation, so that you can basically get him to, fold down and be in disguise because he, transforms into a rock. The whole purpose of it is
lines and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But he does come with this weapon as well, which it's like a little ray gun that you can either put in his chest.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Chest or his hand or his, there's a hole there in his stomach, his belly button, let's say.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll probably hang him up with Rock On there because in the picture, he's in the Eternia playset box art. So he's coming flying in as he's flying in as a comet, basically, meteor, opens up. And then that's how they attack. So, but Stondar is the leader of the. We talked about leaders a couple weeks ago on an episode, but he is the leader of the Rock people. He does have a daughter, Granita, which they did show on the box art, which hopefully maybe we'll get her. We never had her.
True Mattel Creations exclusive.
Exactly. They made one for the Classics line, but that's it.
Yeah,
they made everything for the Classics line. It went over 10 years. It was like almost 12 years of figures. So, but maybe we'll get it for this one probably 2 years later, just like the other one. But that'd be awesome because we wouldn't have had it in this scale, in the 5.5 inch scale. So, all right, that's pretty much what I got.
Oh, all right. I got a bunch of things here. I got. I don't know if you know this, Elgin, but I'm a comic book nerd.
What?
Just kidding. I got the new issue of Void Rivals here. We got issue 27. This is the Quintesson War 3 of 6. Got the new issue of G.I. Joe 19. And the newest issue of Transformers. This is 29. Believe it or not, I am caught up. I have read 28 of these already. So I'm itching to take these things home and read this and see what else is going on. Yeah, no, I actually have. I really have been doing it.
Awesome.
I promise.
You're gonna earn that pizza pretty soon.
I hope so.
Get those bucket points.
Pizza Hut. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Playing the Elgnomics game with this Optimus Prime reversible pillow.
I just saw those. Yeah.
Bumblebee went way down, way fast to like 250, and I'm like, but this guy stayed at 10 forever, and then went to 7, and we're like, but the other one's 250.
Right.
Anyway, he went down to what, $5?
Yeah, that's good enough. Yes.
What's happening with the? Oh, there we go. Now it'll focus. Yeah. 5, that's close enough. And so, yeah, he reversed Optimus. Blech.
You're right. Yeah, I just saw him at the store, or I was looking at Bumblebee. I was like, what is this thing? And I'm like, oh, okay. Just like,
all right, Mike. He says, I just picked up those books today in Iowa. Yay, comics.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we know he's definitely the Joe guy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if this counts as Elgnomics, but I played a game on Mercari. So recently, Funko Pops released a new wave of Transformer Funkos. They took Skywarp and they made a chase for Thundercracker.
Right.
And I'm like, you freaking jerks. And so then he instantly was $40-$50 online.
Of course.
I'm like,
always.
Screw all you guys. But you set alerts for the things you want in Mercari, eBay, but for Mercari specifically, every day you get another update. Oh, 2-3 more listed. And so like this Thundercracker chase was getting listed often. I'm like, okay. And then I've noticed over the last 2 months, the prices are actually going downward, which I've never seen before in my entire life.
Yes,
but you think maybe they made more of these than they meant or something. But because so many more were getting listed, supply demand, they had to keep going down. So every time a new one would pop up on Mercari, you can find what the minimum lowest number is to make an offer of. So I just lowballed every person that listed a new one.
So I do
the absolute bottom. And if they wanted to counter, I'd be like, sorry, whatever, like every new. And if
depends.
It depends, but I was all in on this game of like bottom dollar, low ball, and I'm out. And I mean, at least a dozen times a new listing, I'd go low, and meanwhile it kept getting cheaper, so that number kept going down too. Anyway, somebody finally said yes. I'm like
some idiot
out there. Oh no. So I got it was persistence paid off. I got my Thundercracker chase.
Nice.
I believe for only $23 or $24. I feel pretty good about that for a chase in general. So
half of what they were ridiculously asking for.
I mean, it's stupid. I know it's 15 without this little thing here, but with that there, still feel pretty good about it, having it complete now. So god dang it. I just did an unboxing of speaking of Elgnomics, played the Ross clearance game. I got a Super 7 Ultimate of Bludgeon. And he's freaking wicked and cool. And he is originally a Pretender, which is just a shell of a shell guy with stuff inside. He's very true to his original, but even more. I mean, this guy has more articulation than the original, because the other guy had just arms that would move.
Right.
His inner robot was a green tank
that could become a little shield. So that's cool of them to include this. There's something that can just peg on his arm. It's a throwback to the Inner Robot, but some great articulation. It comes with a couple sets of arms. He's got katanas. He's got a gun that's just like he had. He's got a second katana I just put here, and sheaths that work. And another cool thing is he came with 2 different heads. This is his toy style head, mouth closed and stuff. Pretty similar helmet, which does come off, just the Skeletor vibes. But in the comic book, it's a little different helmet sculpt. But in the comic book, apparently he gets beheaded. And so they gave a second head with his mouth open, and they got these little tendrils, little mechanical things that
wires or something.
Or you could put this in his head stump if you wanted to, and just feel all that sticking up out of his shoulders. But pretty cool. And yeah, just got lucky. I never would have ever paid for it because they're $55 for a
ridiculous. Those Ultimates, even turtle stuff is like.
Granted, this is it doesn't feel hollow in any way. This is very heavy, very strong, very stout. But it went to Ross for $20, and I'm like, heck yes, I'll do that. And it's a character that I love and is kind of rarely you don't see a lot of. So, okay, almost done. Almost. I got like 6 more stories to tell. This weekend was a toy show in Oskaloosa, and Tiffany and I were vendors at it. I had my toy table. She had her crochet table. I put her right up front because, one, she's a girl and she's cute, and she's got all the fun, cute little things. So that gets people to come to my table. And it was fun. I felt like maybe in the last few years, the attendance there had kind of gone down. But that Saturday, it was pretty busy, pretty hopping most of the day. Sunday was a little slower, but that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
All the regulars were there. Everybody, that comes to Cracktastic Plastic and more. It was great. Kind of had the same spot I normally get. It was good. It was also great having Tiffany there because that means I could walk around and look at toys and not have to keep an eye on my table and run back every 5 seconds. Anyway, so my first pass, I saw a couple things right away. You take your inventory. I'm like, I'm going to be there all weekend. I look, I see things. And first pass, I'm like, oh, I can't believe this is here. I found a vintage Mosquitor just sitting on Stacy's table. And I'm like, that's cool. That's awesome. Wait a minute. He's got his gun that I don't have. So I'm instantly like, oh my God, there's the gun right there. Right. He has, and what he has on it doesn't say. I ask him, he tells me a number. I'm like, okay. And then I run away, and then I come back and I'm like, I want that. I need that gun. Mosquito's gun goes for $40-$50 online.
It's dumb. It's the stupidest thing.
Because it's not that it's a special gun. It's purple, but it's just, late line stuff, cool characters. So anyway, I went and I made him an offer. I got the gun, and I'm like, wait a minute. Because I'm like, I just want the gun out of this thing. And then I'm like, wait, I better ask Elgin if he has it. And he said he did it. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm getting the whole thing. So we got a vintage Mosquito. He does have blood in there. He just kind of sank down in for the second. But yeah, there's that gosh dang gun.
Yep.
Which, sorry, Elgin, I'm gonna keep that. But this is a little birthday present for you. So I got. Anyway, I got both of these for less than what this gun goes for. But
that's ridiculous. Yeah.
So I was pretty happy.
Yeah, it's good find.
Yeah, his legs aren't. They're not the sturdiest, but you know how it goes. Not too bad. Not too bad. He's in pretty good shape.
Sweet.
So yeah, I can't believe I found this fucking gun I've been looking for years. Anyway, and then lastly, then I was just on this other table. I found this little pewter die cast little Macho Man. This thing is heavier than that Ultimate's bludgeon. This thing weighs a ton.
Yeah.
And the second I saw it, I mean, one, I love Macho Man, but two, it reminded me instantly of my good friend Andy Wassum, who passed away a couple of years ago. Yeah. And specifically, a picture of him that is still to this day the funniest thing ever. And I brought it. So here's a picture of Andy doing some Macho Man action.
Yeah.
Right there. So I'm like, yeah, pretty similar being a goofball. But anyway, so, and you know, smalls are just so great. And I got it for $1. So it's like, hell yeah, that's cool. So had a great time. Where'd you go? Had a great time at the toy show. I did want to just tell this story because it was so great. The best thing that's probably happened at a toy show in years. Like,
yeah.
So we're sitting there on Saturday, and this maybe 15, 16-year-old girl comes up, and she's with her dad, and she starts beaming because she sees Transformers, and they start talking about Transformers. It's not normal in small town Iowa where we are to have many people fluent in any way in Transformers. So it's people who do come up and are like, oh, what was this guy's name? You know, like I had this guy's kid, wasn't it? But this girl was just, oh, that you got this and this and this. And so she's talking with her dad, and she explains, and we're talking. She says, Dad's trying to work on his collection that he had when he was a kid. So he's getting Transformers again. And so they saw my pile of G1s. He's like, oh yeah. And they were looking at those, and she's looking at ones I have, and she spots a couple animated figures that I have. And I know that they're rare and not things you will ever find in the wild in Iowa. And so she immediately is just like, oh my God, they have these. And I can just see her talking to her dad and just passionately just how much she loves these figures and just talking Transformers. And it's just makes me so happy that they are bonding over toys. Yeah. It was incredible. And then usually a bad thing, they're like, we gotta go right now, we gotta get lunch with Mom, we'll be back. And you hear that we'll be back, you're like, well,
dreaded nice. We'll be back. Yeah,
never see you again.
Exactly. Yeah.
But 1 hour later, she comes flying back over with Dad and Mom, and they're like, see, Mom, this is this one and this one, these are the ones that I've been looking for forever, and I want these, and Dad, look at this. And they're like, and I was just like, this is so great. And I'm talking toys with this 16-year-old girl, right. and it's just awesome. And she does the thing. I was so proud. She just kind of settles in. She's like, all right. Hey, mister, what's the best you can do on these two? And I'm like, that's so awesome. I was so proud of her for that. So I was going to do it anyway if she came back, because I was just so happy. But I gave her the most expensive one for like half price, and I just gave her the other one that she really wanted, and cut a heck of a deal. And they were just beaming and just lit up, and they just were so happy. And she was just like, I got these toys. It was just making a kid's day, helping them with toys. It was so awesome, man. That's awesome. Just made the day. It was so cool. And in little small town Oskaloosa, it doesn't even make sense to me. It's just such a cool, never would have thought that something like that was going to happen. And then I drove home on my motorcycle. What? How about that segue? No. Hey, have you ever, are you a motorcycle guy? You ever ridden? You ever had a motorcycle? Do you have history?
No.
None?
I'm more of a moped guy.
Okay, that's cool. I've actually been looking at them recently. Some of us at work were like, we need to start a moped gang here.
My brother and we both had one. They were Yamaha, like 77, I think. 77, 78 Yamaha mopeds. They didn't have the pedal. They didn't have the bike pedals or anything like that because some of them, the older ones do. My brother's was green, like a bright green, and mine was like yellow, like a bright yellow. And basically, I got my license to drive at 14. You can get a permit to drive those. I even took the class that you had to take and everything, and got that. And I was tooling around and would go on gravel roads to my friend's house because I lived out in the country, and all my friends were like a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles away, down gravel roads. So like we would in summers we just go out and drive around everywhere. And I think I took the muffler off it at one point so it'd go faster. And it was loud too. It was like, you know. And but yeah, I basically drove that until I got a car. So 14, 15. And then as soon as I turned 16, it was like gone. So got my beat up old car and my Honda Civic, my 1984 Honda Civic that was passed down. That was my brother's. And then when he got a different vehicle, when I turned 16, I got that. But yeah, I drove moped all the time. It was awesome. But I was never into motorcycles. I probably because I would have to like learn how to like shift gears and do other stuff. And
it's daunting a little bit when you're young, for sure.
But I don't. It's too fast for my. I'm more of the slow and like those only go like 20 miles per hour. Mopeds. Yeah, just a little, zip around and that was my speed.
Hurry.
Yeah, exactly. that was my go-to speeds.
And mine's pretty similar. My very first vehicle was a moped when I was 14, 15 as well. Mine was a Push as the brand, and it was one with the pedals. So I run out of gas, I can still get home. Yeah. And that thing was, I rode it till it died, and then I just had a bike. And then eventually I turned 16. I got my first job, and then I bought a little 400cc street bike off of a guy I worked with. And I had that, and I could just take and do that thing anywhere. I was just all over. And this is in small town Watch here of 700 people. And so there was no taking a license, getting a test and getting a license or any of that. We didn't have a cop in 2 towns over. Like it was never even a consideration. And then, once I got older and had a job, I had a motorcycle, and I've had it for years, and just sold it to our pal Eddie, and kind of sad, but same as far as the like, I never liked going fast on it, which is weird, but I loved like 45 tops. I'd be like,
it's just good cruising speed.
Cruise. This is great.
I mean,
why should I be afraid for my life?
Yeah, when you're on something like that, like even slow speeds feel fast because that wind is so it's like you don't need to go fast to just enjoy tooling around.
I loved it. There isn't a feeling like it, being on the outside of a vehicle going down the highway. It is a unique experience. I'll miss it. I at least try to just keep some friends. My brothers got bikes and nephews and stuff. So like if I really need a fix, I could probably go ride somebody's bike. But
sure.
And then the danger of it scared me after a while. I'm like, I want to live to be 100. So this isn't going to help me get there.
No,
probably only risk it. But they make a lot of motorcycle toys. I know that much.
Sure do. I have like 10 of them.
I had way more than 10, but I pushed a bunch over. So I only have 10 tonight to show, 10-ish. But yeah. Hey, why don't you show us your first one? I know we've been collecting them for a while, and every time you get a new one, we're like, yep, start the gang. We need that gang.
Exactly. Well, I thought I'd start off with a Transformer, which I know is weird.
Weird.
It was probably the reason why I bought it was because it was a motorcycle, and I did transform it into the motorcycle yesterday or the day before. I was sitting on the couch. I was like, I should probably turn this back into the thing to show off because that makes more sense. And I was like, how does this go? Oh yeah, it didn't take very long because it's one of the core figures, legacy core figures. Of course, it's core class. Yeah, iguanas. That's right.
Oh yeah.
I got them super cheap on clearance. I think I got it for like $5 or something. Back when there's a video of it somewhere, probably Transformer Thursday. There's the little Decepticon symbol there. But yeah, it's a pretty neat little transformation. There's his face in there, looking up at you as you're riding him.
Yep.
But his arms are the spokes for the wheels and everything. But yeah, that purple and gold-ish kind of color and red is pretty cool. I still need Skywarp to finish out the 3 pieces because I have Hot Rod and this one,
weapon that they made.
The weapon, the Energon sword thing that comes with it. The build a weapon fig.
So dumb. Yeah.
But yeah, the wheels move and everything too, so pretty cool.
I can't remember if I told you a little of the history about him or not. He's based off a Pretender himself.
Oh right, yes.
So he's in robot mode. He looks kind of like a lizardy guy, and so that's what his monster form shell was. And so what's neat about that is the inner robot that was inside him. Guess what he turned into? A motorcycle. So they tied it in. That's pretty clever. Pretty clever. They
Transformer guys
for once.
They're pretty smart sometimes.
I don't know about that, but all right. I'll start off with one of my most recent. Super excited about this because it's the most realistic motorcycle probably here. This is from Energon, the line Energon. I remember getting him at Brothers in Kansas City the first time I went there. Okay. But so Kicker is the guy and Highwire is the motorcycle. So it's not normal for a Transformer to come with a human. So there aren't many human figures. Sure. There are some throughout the lines and stuff. But and I got lucky. This one was already in bike mode. I should have done what you said and turned them all into motorcycles, but I'm an idiot. But yeah, so this bike turns into a robot with his little human friend. It's the main part of the show for Energon. It has a little kickstand. Really nice, realistic dirt bike for real. So
it is, yeah, definitely.
Not that he's rare, but he's just not a normal thing you see. So I was happy to pick him up and help flesh out the Energon collection. But so it's Kicker and Highwire.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was looking around for this next one. I thought it was in one spot and then it wasn't. I'm like, do I even have this thing? And then I was looking for something else and then I found it as it usually goes, I was like, oh, maybe it's in this thing, anyway. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about something from 1989 from Galoob. That's right. Micro Machines.
Yeah.
You love them. They're tiny. But I have this tiny little
zoom in.
Tiny little.
Wow.
It's a Harley Davidson Electroglide with a little figure on it.
Heck yeah.
From 1989. I vaguely remembered having this, and I was like, I thought I had one. And then there was. It was in a bag with some other Micro Machines. And yeah, it's so tiny.
Crazy.
It just comes a little figure. The figure doesn't come off of it or anything, but it's really hard to hold to get a shot of it.
That's awesome.
So tiny. But yeah, this was one of my original I had as a kid.
Aww.
It was in a bag. Cool. Here's my head for scale. Where'd it go?
Yeah. Lose that in your ear. Be careful.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it looks like Chuck Norris is writing on the back of it.
Well, I assume that's who it is. Yeah. Into the Sunset. Chuckles. No. It's
Anyway, it's a blurry Chuck Norris. He's driving so fast. But yeah, 1989 Galoob. I had to so it says it on the bottom, 1989, but I had to take a picture and then zoom in to see what year it was. My eyes are not that good.
What they used to be. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go from one of the most realistic bikes to the most unrealistic bike I have here. It's from Beast Machines. Okay, it's a weird series that it takes place directly after Beast Wars. So when all these beasts started merging with techno-organic type just into machines. Anyway, there's this weird-ass character, weird-ass thing called, well, his name's Thrust. But he's a motorcycle. He looks stupid as hell in robot mode, so that's why I left him in motorcycle mode. But look at this. Look at this.
It's weird.
You're like, what the? Very long.
It's like a custom shop bike.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe more acceptable now than it used to be, but
yeah.
Because, his little hands
Orange County
turn into
customs, whatever.
Yeah. A little bit of vac metal on there. Pretty cool. When they still did that. Got some translucent green and interesting bee-like-ish look patterns, but and the purple on that gold is really neat. But
does it transform into a wasp or something?
No, just some ugly-ass robot that kind of looks like a robot. I mean, it's really weird, as you can only imagine.
Sure.
It's doesn't have a real head face. That's part of it. Just this.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird machine that's kind of a robot at some point. Let's see. Machine's Thrust.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of many kind of similar motorcycles, I guess. But this was one of the first early ones that I got from the WWE Reckon line. They put out some motorcycles that I have here. This is the first one I got. It was on an Amazon Prime Day sale, and it was Drew McIntyre's bike, but I put Undertaker on it because Undertaker rides a bike. That's what he does. Yeah. But this was the red Reckon bike. The light, if you punch it, it's supposed to flip, but who knows if it'll do it. Oh, there it goes.
Crash.
Now it's crashed. And anyway, a bunch of the parts come off of it. You can pull apart the engine and everything. But I put this Undertaker on it because he looked the most like he would be.
Well, his coat kind of flares out nicely too.
Yeah, and his coat kind of works. He's got this long coat. And it's the prison. He's killed a guy in prison because he's got the teardrop on his eye. I don't think you can see it. But he's got a little teardrop on his eye right there, which technically means you've killed someone in prison.
Sure, yeah. We've all been there.
Yeah. But he fits on it pretty well. I'm trying to remember if this was I think this was an Elite figure that got probably super cheap. But yeah, it seemed like it fit better on this one. So, but yeah, this was the Reckon cycle. But it was supposed to be Drew McIntyre's Reckon bike, but I gave it to the Undertaker instead.
Cool. This one is one of the newer ones probably for me. It's from Earthspark, and this is Terran Thrash. Not only is he a motorcycle, he's got a cool name like Thrash, but he also has a sidecar, so you can see he's got two wheels there on the back of his legs. But his little weapon sidecar turns into a little shieldy weapon thing that can be there. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I like his array of turquoise and gold blue colors on that gray. Looks really neat and really cool character from the show. That's right. He's got his goggles on. He knows the high speeds, kind of a helmet. Yeah, you gotta. That was one of the best investments I ever made in the years of motorcycling was getting goggles.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you don't know how how hard you squint until you don't have to.
Exactly. Moving on to some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was my childhood turtle cycle. That's right, with the little sidecar. This is the one I had as a kid. Still have it, of course. He's loaded up with. I gave him Raph is driving it with Mikey there in the sidecar. It is the only thing that's missing is there's supposed to be like a little launcher thing on the front of the handlebars that's supposed to like launch out slime or ooze or something. I remember. But yeah, this was a vintage one. With the vintage, I was like, well, I should probably put vintage figures on it if it's a vintage vehicle, just to match it up. But I remember getting those as a kid. Even still has the license plate. The sticker's kind of coming off a little bit, but it's still there. It's still there. Yeah, this was my OG turtle cycle.
Awesome.
You can get these pretty cheap still. They're not overly expensive, I don't think. They're pretty common.
It never fails. It seems like when we do an episode like these, there's always about to come out one that would have fit, but it's going to show up late, like your leader one did. This guy's he's redone. He's pre-ordered and starting to come around, but this is the original version of Armada Sideways. He's kind of inspired by some older stuff that I also have examples of later, so we'll get into that. But Armada, strange line, weird looking dude, very purple. It's neat how his head is part, the handlebars are kind of part of his head. That's really neat.
Like antlers.
Yeah, pretty cool. You can see his color stripes there, neat. But he's got these translucent missile-y things coming out his arms, which is reminiscent of laser rods, which we'll see later from some G2 stuff. But really awkward. He's all legs and no torso, and his proportions have always been weird. But yep, but the Age of the Primes is releasing a new updated version of him, which looks great, and be excited to have elbows and knees and ankle tilt and all that, any articulation. But yeah, this is Armada Sideways. Pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, I talked about the other Drew McIntyre's Wreck and Cycle. Well, I ended up finding later on the Undertaker actually had his own cycle, so I really didn't need to put Undertaker on that other one, but he stays on it anyway. But this is the official Undertaker one. It's all black and the silver, of course, and I think it's the Wreck and Slam cycle is what they're calling this one. It does come with the Undertaker as a basic figure. That's why his legs are like straight out like that, because it has limited articulation, just that one part on his knee. But he does fit better on the cycle because the basic figures were made for these cycles and not really the elite figures. But yeah, you basically get basically the same motorcycle, just a different paint job, and then you get an Undertaker figure as well, an older Taker, probably American Badass style figure as well when you switch to that. But yeah, that was two. I think I got this at a Cracktastic Plastic 1 year. I think it was over in the Armory, like the first time we did it there, if I remember correctly. But yeah, but it's the same motorcycle. All the pieces come out to the engine and handlebars, and the whole front comes off. You just pop that off. The seat comes off. The tailpipe, all that stuff comes off. So if you want to smash it up,
Heck yeah. My next ones are a duo that feature the gimmick from the last guy with the laser rod, laser type weapons on their arms, but these are not the original versions. Okay, so Robots in Disguise 2001, that's a weird toy line that's just a hodgepodge of a bunch of other lines repainted, redone to help fill a gap before Armada came out. And so it's a really weird line of toys, but it also makes it interesting because you're like, oh, this came from Beast Wars. This comes from that. It's got some original things. Oh, those are some Go Body things. Anyway, these two were released in Robots in Disguise 2001 as Sideways and Axer. A little 2-pack of motorcycles, but they are based off of, or they are the molds of G2, Road Rocket, and Road Pig. But here we are. So this is Sideways. Pretty neat. And so the G2 versions, you see this clear weapon comes out the side there. They came with little batteries. You can see this hose that comes out of there that goes into another place. There's a button on here somewhere that would light that up. And give it some juice. This might even have it. I don't remember where it is. Battery might be dead too. But so this was Road Rocket and G2 where he was red, and it was a she. And they just recently in the last line they did a updated version of Road Rocket. So it's neat that they got updated. But this is Sideways, like the name of the last guy we just had was Sideways too. And then the counterpart was Axer in G2. Road Pig was more brown and gold. Same thing, got the little clear weapon there. It's got the hose that comes out to a little battery pack back there. God, I thought there was a button somewhere. Anyway, so this was just a neat little set to have. I've always liked them because they're really awkward. They have like saddlebags, and this one's a little more of your like police style. Got that big windshield on it and stuff, and terrible articulation and all that stuff. But kind of a cruiser, and but yeah, just motorcycle love.
Cool. Well, I had to show off the vintage turtle cycle, and I was super excited when Mutant Mayhem came out with basically their own version of that turtle cycle back with a figure in it as well. I think it came with this RAF figure on it. But yeah, I think, and then it extends out too. So actually, I think it pops out so you can do like the back and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's just a kind of a nice updated version of it, taking, from that vintage figure, and then kind of updating it and nods to the past as well. So love all the Mayhem stuff that's come out recently. And this one came out. This was like one of the first vehicles that came out after the movie. I think it pops out like this. It sticks in the back. So you could either go like this or as like a sidecar. That's how it goes. It's been a while since I've played with this toy. And then you can put a little nunchuck on the wheel if you want. So then when it spins, it can like spin a nunchuck.
Heck yeah.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, this is their version of the turtle cycle, which I thought was awesome. Came with a little RAF figure with a little helmet on him as well. So I think I just stuck a Mikey on just to mimic the vintage one. I had RAF and Mikey, so I was paying homage to that as well. Pretty cool.
Yeah, heck yeah. There are about 47 RC figures that turn into motorcycles. But this one is one I don't show off very much. I don't show off much from this toy line, but after Animated came Prime. And that was the name of the series, and this is first edition RC from Prime. And she's pretty cool. She is blue. They've done new updated versions of RC Prime too. She's got these really wicked blades on her forearms. Does lots of damage. You see, she's got her tires there ready to roll out. But yeah, she's pretty badass in the show, and everybody loves RC when she's a motorcycle.
Of course.
There's a lot of them. But yeah, happy to show off that one from Prime.
Cool. Of course, I have to show off this Batman from Spin Masters. Of course, the Bat Cycle. I feel like I featured this a few times on the show, but with this one, of course, it transforms into that kind of hovering vehicle as well. It'll pop up like that, but I usually just keep it in its motorcycle mode. Just leg gets caught in there, like that. But yeah, just cool. I think I got it on clearance. Those clearance finds, but very cool. Nonetheless, looks like I don't know, bat flak, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of that's silver and black, kind of newer looking Batman Bat Cycle Spin Master.
Nice. I got one still on card. It's from the Universe line, Generations. 2011. Anyway, we got Junk Heap.
Oh yeah.
They've since redone him in the Junkion series, which has been great. He's really cool. He's got the Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
Really cool weapons. They hadn't done a lot of Rekgari stuff at this time, so it was nice to get inspired by brother of his. Basically, I guess they all are. I kind of think of them as related, all the Junkions, and yeah. Still got this guy hanging on the wall in there, and love it.
Well, one of the storylines in Mutant Mayhem, I think it's on the TV series one of that, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is that Raph steals a motorcycle. I think they've done it in the comics as well, and probably even other animated shows. But he stole this motorcycle, this really purpley motorcycle, from the Purple Dragon gang that you see quite a bit in the animated shows. So this was another basically exclusive Raph figure with a different kind of helmet on him as well, but with this kind of speed crotch rocket type bike. Instead, it does have a little stand you can set it down there and stuff too. But yeah, that's basically what he had. There's one from this, I think, this range that I'm missing. It's the Rocksteady one that he's driving, this kind of like a Harley or something like that. I'm missing that one, but Purple Dragon, that motorcycle that he stole from the gang. So they're not gonna miss it.
Yeah, you're gonna miss it. You had to know these were coming. I'll just show all three. That's in the title of them. Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh yeah.
We got Throttle's Martian Monster Bike. Pretty cool. Comes with lots of things.
Hot dog accessories.
We got Moto's Mondo Chopper.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And we got Vinny's Radical Rocket Sled.
Very
Pretty
cool.
Neat. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were, when they went on clearance, they were very tempting. Very tempting.
Yeah, dude. This is like Masterverse scale.
I know. It was very tempting. I just didn't have any money at that time.
No, I get it.
Continuing on with Mutant Mayhem, of course, we have Leonardo now has a bike as well too. So we got the Ninja Kick Cycle. I thought this was pretty cool when it came out. Of course, we get Leonardo with this kind of visory helmet on as well. But it has a little pizza launcher on the front. There's a little pizza in there, and there's this pizza slice that is the trigger, and it shoots out a pizza. And then also the other feature is you can basically, as he's holding onto the handlebars here, you can make him fly up like this and then turn this pizza that's on the back, pizza slice, and he can, if I get his hands up here, he can ninja kick you, fly around.
So cool.
Which is kind of a cool little action feature thing that, to build into it, extra play features with this, and along with, a thing you can lose by shooting it once.
Yep.
And the wheels are like little sewer caps as well. I think is kind of a nice aesthetic for that too. So
it's all ridiculous and it's awesome.
And the thing I love about these Mutant Mayhem stuff is that they're so brightly colored. They're
Mhm.
like, it's a throwback to the 90s stuff of, late 80s, early 90s Turtles gear. So to me, that's kind of always the appeal. And I honestly love watching the movie with Ethan. And I finished the latest season as well, which was good.
Oh, I need to.
I recommend checking that out as well.
Yes, sir. All right. This guy is another guy who is going to represent a character. I wanted to bring the G1 version I have of him. Because I had one on my toy table at the toy show. I have my like old, broken or replaced or upgraded G1 toys.
Sure.
And I have this guy. I mean, I have him back here too, but he's a back row guy. I don't want to dig him out. But so I had an extra one. And then on Sunday, some guy came and made me an offer on all my old G1. So they're all gone.
Finally got rid of them.
Yes, but it's childhood. Just walked away with some other dude. So I'm happy about it. But, anyway, so one of the first motorcycles was an Autobot named Groove. He's one of the Protectobots. And when they redid the Protectobots in the Combiner Wars, I just have them still on card because I haven't opened up the Protectobots. Or I do. I just have him separately because he was like an extra $1 million. So I just left him here. But Groove, he's just that police motorcycle that it's a little more speedster, but he's got his red and blue on there. And Groove
is in the house,
in the heart.
All right, the last one I have here, gotta show off one more Undertaker bike, and then this one is special because this is from his last match, his farewell match. This is the Boneyard Slam Cycle, and you'll see this bike coming in if you watch his last match. So his last match was in 2020 during the pandemic. They couldn't really do a live kind of match, so what they ended up doing was kind of, I think, better, and it fit better with what the Undertaker was. They did this match with AJ Styles, who recently retired, and they had it like it was like a movie. They basically, like, he comes coming down the road through the fog and everything at night, and they go to like basically a cemetery and have a fight like in a barn, and it was like, everything. And AJ's like he's gonna bury him. He's gonna bury him alive or something like that in this grave. But he comes riding down this motorcycle, which is a little big. It's still a wrecking motorcycle, wrecking line, so you can tear apart stuff. But it's got the extra kind of saddlebags and stuff. It has like a little a launcher on it as well. If I pop this up, it has a chain that you can like drag people behind you. It has like a metal chain. Get this off here, maybe. For some reason not coming off. Anyway, but yeah, the seat launches, so you could like launch people with that seat thing there. I'm gonna take them off. But that you could launch people with that.
Boy.
Yeah.
You said this match was really theatrical and
it's very much like a movie. It's
cool.
outside, it's like there's explosions, there's fire, there's it was quite the send off for the Undertaker, after 30 years and in the biz. So it was a pretty cool. I'd recommend checking it out. It's on YouTube, the full match somewhere, and it's just it's the boneyard match, I think is what it's called. And but you can tell he's kind of huffing and puffing when he's like fighting him and stuff too. But they kind of mask and cover it up pretty well. But it was a nice send out. But yeah, this motorcycle was kind of the tribute to that match and to him as well. Even like how he looks, this old Undertaker figure as well. Like he looks, that's how he looked in that match too.
That looks good.
But yeah, and like even if you take off his little headband thing, like it's a really good head sculpt. Like that's how he looked at 2020, like straight up. So yeah, it's a cool match. I'd recommend checking it out if you're a wrestling fan. And see, I think they're playing like Metallica music too, as he's like riding in. He's, like from one of their not earlier, but like latest release albums, like a few albums back, I think.
Awesome.
Now I'm Dead or something like that's playing. But it's pretty cool. That's my last one.
Okay, I got one more too. And it is the obvious one. I think he was one of the first, the star maybe of the movie. And every time that a new one of these come out, our fandom, I tell you, everybody has to get two, because I believe in the movie he rides a version of himself. It's Retgar. So of course it's hilarious to put Retgar on a Retgar and ride him around. This is from Studio Series 86. It's hilarious. It's just a really great mold. It's cool. He's, not just because he has nipple guns that are poseable and movable, but
he's just really excited.
Yeah. Oh, that one's drooping a little bit, but yeah, really great mold, really cool. It launched, all of the Junkions in this new series that all, kind of pull apart, and you can build them into giant combiner type weird stuff. But this is Retgar riding Retgar. So great. So awesome. And this fandom. Yeah, motorcycles. Hot dang. I have so many more, dude.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about like Ghost Rider.
Joe's had vehicles.
Yeah, there's Power Rangers had motorcycles. There's a ton of those. Casey Jones, I forgot to bring that one, but it was that his little dirt bike that he had, which wasn't featured in the movie, but it's like on bonus scenes.
I'd call a speeder from Star Wars is basically a motorcycle.
Yeah, there's I forgot about that one. I was just looking at it now. I saw the CGI He-Man Master Universe had Skeletor, his pain cycle.
Yep.
Pain. Instead of Panther, they gave him a Pain Thor, and it was a motorcycle.
Lord knows
that episode is hilarious. Like, because it's his birthday. It's Skeletor's birthday, and that's and he's like, I want a panther. I want a battle cat for my birthday. And then then Trapjaw gives him a motorcycle instead. He's like, this is Pain Thor. It's pretty funny. But yeah, there's that, and I think they made one for basically a version of the Road Ripper as a motorcycle there for He-Man, and so there's those as well. It's like,
we know there's a million more bat cycles.
Oh yeah, there's so many bat cycles. Yeah,
that's why we didn't have Mike on, because we'd still be talking.
You go from the original show of that bat cycle to you go Captain America's cycle, from the movie, from the made for TV movie with Reb Brown had that. I was just talking to Ethan about this because we were watching Age of Ultron, and I was like, yeah, it's like Captain used to have this clear shield because it was the front windshield of his motorcycle, and he'd take that off, put it on, and then fight people and stuff. So, but yeah, there's I feel like there's so many more. There's probably more wrestling cycles that I don't even have. There's a Hulk Hogan one that's like this Boneyard Slam cycle in his Hulkster colors of the yellow and red and everything, which I've never seen, but it's out there somewhere. But yeah, so many more.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Either,
huh?
We didn't talk about Hot Wheels even.
I know. Jeez. As well. 4 days. It's summertime. It's here. It was almost 80 today. It's 7. Oh man,
they were out today for sure.
So be sure to keep an eye out for motorcycles. I definitely wanted to say that before we did leave.
Yeah. In your blind spots, because they'll be there.
Yes, they will. All right, taking a quick break. We're going to tell you about our podcast network, the PFPN. What is that? Hey, learn from this person.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
All right, we are back. And now it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
All right, today's store is called High Five Retro Guys at 405 North Meridian in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That's just a short 8 hours and 58 minutes from Ottumwa. But if you're in the south area, it's 3 hours and 4 minutes from Dallas, Texas, or just 2 hours and 23 minutes from Wichita, Kansas. Has a bunch of Funko Pops, Transformers, wrestlers, Marvel DC figures, starting lineup, Hot Wheels, Star Wars, and much, much more. But did you know that in 1971, Oklahoma City was the first major U.S. city to elect a female mayor, Patsy Ruth Ladding? Also, the band The Flaming Lips are from Oklahoma City, and their song, Do You Realize, is the official state rock song.
Oh,
and
awesome.
Do you realize that you should go to High Five Retro Guys at 405 North Meridian, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma?
Well, that is kind of why we're talking about it, because I'm going there Friday. I'm going to be in Oklahoma City on Friday. I knew we'd already talked about Toy Base 10, which is probably the whole dang reason we're going to Texas. Not because we're going to Six Flags over Texas, but because I said as long as we stop by Toy Base 10, and now that's why we're going to Texas. But anyway, Tiffany was like, hey, let's go to this one too. And I'm like, I'm not arguing. So I'm excited to haven't been there. So happy to check out High Five Retro Guys this Friday. See you there.
Be there or be square.
That's right. Before we go today, I just want to remind everyone, if you want to help support the podcast, that would be amazing. There's lots of people who do, and you could be one of them. You could be one of the coolest of the cool. Like Elgin said up front, you could be in the core. And that's our favorite way to help us out. Head over to enlistinthecore.com, CORPS. That's our Patreon. You can get lots of cool stuff over there for your support, like bonus episodes just for core members, shout outs on the show, early access to some videos, and you get to be in a chat with Elgin, I, and all the other core members. I'll be live chatting in there Friday from High Five Retro Guys. Anyway, but like I said, one of those perks is shout outs on the show. So we're going to do that now. A big, gigantic, super thank you goes out to Tony Miller, Chris Turnip Simmons, Alex LaForest, Wild Bill Fisher, Colin Bunn, and the insatiable Mike Ward. Thank you guys so much. Tiff's like, okay, I will see you there Friday. Well, yeah, it's your fault in a good way. That's not bad. Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to get to hang out with Mike on Sunday. That'll be next week's episode. We'll be talking about Dallas Vintage Toys. Pretty excited about that.
Should be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to add extra perk to the core to our Patreon as get to toy hunt with one of the hosts of Cracktastic Plastic. It's a new tier.
You send us the plane ticket, we'll fly over to you.
That's right. That's right. Oh my gosh. But all right. See, chocolate chip cookies. I'm ready. Is that your favorite all time?
Yeah,
just the classic.
much.
Really? Just classic.
Well, I love the. I mean that and like the peanut butter cookies with like the star cookies.
Ooh, yeah,
The
old school. The
star
drops. Yeah, kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually use the actual chocolate star ones. The Brax candies make those. Yep. Yeah.
Chocolate peanut butter, man. It's not much of a better
it's a winning
combination.
Yeah.
It is. Just like Jason and Elgin on Cracktastic. Oh,
yeah, exactly. I mean, nothing beats a fresh chocolate chip cookie, though.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
straight out of the oven. That's just cooled enough to not burn the
yes.
your tongue for your mouth.
Just give me a little blister. That's fine. I'm still happy about it.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. We'll see you Sunday. I'm so excited, buddy. Oh,
I'm jealous. Yeah. Say hi to him and give him a big hug for me.
Oh, I will. He's gonna get 2 big guy sweaty hugs from me. All right. Okay, well, let's get out of here. I gotta go pack for my big trip this weekend to go see Mike and go to High Five Retro Guys, Oklahoma City.
Yes.
That's some big pimping there. All right. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. Be safe out there. Yes, keep an eye out for those motorcycles. It's very dangerous, so be careful. And until we see you again, keep being awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.